Hi, I'm here with Shabaz. I'm going to be asking him a set of questions regarding what he thinks of the advancements of technology in the car industry. So, my first question for you is, do you feel more or less in control when driving newer cars compared to older ones, and why?
I say less control, honestly. Main reason being is since technology has gotten more and more integrated into the driving experience, who's to say it can't be interfered by a third party?
Okay, all right, so that's a good answer. And I have a few more. And the next one I have for you is, can you describe a moment where technology either enhanced or ruined your driving experience?
I will tell you when technology has it. I have two different stories, both for both sides. I would say the highway driving assist, where the car basically takes over your cruise control and stops and goes for you, depending on the car in front of you. It is a lifesaver, especially in traffic, and also on road trips too. It's really good. It really helps you save good on fuel economy. Only con I would say is whenever the sensors go haywire and just emergency brakes, even though there's nothing in front of you. That's probably the only con I've had so far.
All right. So, do you think modern cars still have personality, or are they becoming too similar because of technology?
Honestly, if you put me blindfolded in an electric vehicle and swap me to the next one, you cannot really tell a difference. I think if you know where to look in terms of getting an engaging car, or to say an enthusiast car, if you know where to look, what brands to go after, then I think there are still companies out there that are making cars that are engaging to this day. It's a dying breed, but it's still there.
All right. That's a good response. I've actually never heard that perspective of it before. So, how is it important to learn to drive without relying on driver assist features?
Um, I remember reading a statistic that people nowadays can't parallel park without a reverse camera, or without parking sensors. So I think not knowing that basic ability to do that just with your vision alone, I think that's a very big hindrance, especially when people get into older cars. Like for example, if someone thinks they can build a project car and something along those lines of wanting an older car just to have in general, I think that's an ability that people still need to learn, no matter what. Especially in case if the camera fails and you're too lazy to get it fixed.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good point. Too many people seem a little too comfortable with the like standard features today. Okay, so that actually brings me to my next question, and it is that, has technology made people better drivers or just more dependent drivers?
Dependent drivers. I remember a couple years back I seen on a TikTok of that they cannot have a car without cruise control, and it makes me question how did they pass the driver's test. But that's besides the point. I think that people are relying more on technology to the point where whenever people are looking for a new car, they're like, I cannot have this car unless it has that feature. If it doesn't, I'm not buying it. Which I'm guilty of as well. I said I didn't want another car unless it had adaptive cruise.
Okay, so my final question for you, Shabazz, is, if you had to choose between a fully analog car and a high-tech modern car, which would you pick and why?
Hmm, that is a tough question because if I had to do fully analog car, which means like very bare bones, no technology where it's needed, I would probably go with a fully modern car. It's just significantly safer. Just just in terms of safety alone is enough for me to say get a modern car, because if you get something fully analog, bare bones, stuff like that, those older cars don't have the safety features that are put in new cars today. So, God forbid you get in an accident, you're most likely dead.
That's a that's a pretty good response. I don't really think I have much to argue with that. So that's gonna mark the end of our interview, and I thank you.